I think that's
And
definitely a key to understanding animism, especially from the outside looking in, is what you consider life to be. Uh, like you were just saying, we've come to a place now where we think of life as mainly just ourselves. Um,
mm,
we have domain over the plant and animal life, and we've kind of put ourselves up above it in a way. And so, to a lot of us, life is to have a heartbeat, to be breathing. But when you understand life to be energy, that's where you can see that the plants have life, animals have life, the river has energy. So the river is life, the wind is life, and they all have energy. And if you don't believe those things have energy, then why do we have hydroelectric dams and wind turbines?
yeah,
They have energy, and
solar
energy is
energy,
life.
yes, power, yeah,
So that is a key that helps a lot of people understand when they're first learning about animism. From the inside looking out, the best I could describe it is um, an understanding that leads to a way of living. That understanding that there is life in everything around us, there is an energy in everything around us. So that warrants a respect for those things that we don't normally have otherwise. We're missing that connection, and so we don't pay the same respect that we do outside of that understanding. From the outside looking in, animism is going to be defined as uh, the idea or belief that all things contain spirit or soul.
yeah. And I think once we change our perspective through that learning, um, as you say, as you put it, from inside looking out versus outside looking in, being a part of it all, knowing that we're a part of all, that we've always been a part of it all, but really embracing that inclusivity, um, and knowing that uh, we're all in a shared experience. Those roots that we're talking about sharing, um, it goes beyond our shared experiences with people and cultures and traditions and things. It goes way deeper than that, and it goes into the shared roots of life that we have, they have, and we're all kind of part of that experience. Maybe experiencing things in our own individual ways, but ultimately having a connection through that root system, through that web of weird, as it were, right?
Mhm.
To know that we're intertwined. Everything's intertwined.
Another way to think about that web of weird, I know we imagine it a lot when we think of the concept as it being something out in space, but that thing that connects so many things, the mycelial network that you see through
Mhm.
fungi. They're connected to each other, they're connected to the trees, and they're avenues of communication. Um, all those connections being made, even though these physical beings are so far apart, their roots aren't actually connected, but they are connected by a network.
Yeah, and the network is it is living. I mean, it's a living, breathing thing. Like I saw something, talking about the mycelial network and how rhythm, the heartbeat, right? Our heartbeat, but also drum beats specifically is what the topic was. And when we talk about stuff like animism, you almost can't avoid talking about things like drums and the shamanic drum circles, or just experiencing a drum beat, um, on the earth and with the earth, and how that stimulates growth, how it stimulates life, how it revives and how it invigorates the everything that's happening kind of beneath our feet. You know, um, why do we feel so invigorated? Why do we feel so much better when we are walking on the ground barefoot? Where we're creating that vibration, where we're connecting ourselves, those negative charges, right, that are happening beneath our feet. They're coming through us, and we're our life heartbeat is now connected through to the earth's heartbeat, and then the drums add to that charge of the experience. And I mean, and you can't. I challenge anybody to feel like you're kind of down in the dumps. Take your socks and shoes off, put your bare feet on the ground, drum maybe, even if you don't have an animal skin drum. Like I mean, just sticks and rocks. Like just create that rhythm. Do something to stimulate that, even if it's for just a short period of time. And then I challenge anybody to do that and then not feel better exponentially because of it, physically, emotionally, spiritually, just feeling like you're revived and recharged because you're tapping into that root system at a very primal level, at a level that it's always been there. We're so shielded from it, you
Mm.
know, our clothes, our shoes, or this and that, our houses, uh, the technology that is rampant these days that everybody is so reliant on. It seems, these electrical currents, these charges, things that are blocking that connection to those ancient root systems that have been here for time from time immemorial.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. And Jesse, like you were saying, even if you don't have a drum, you can still get out there and take part and participate and experience that. You can stomp your feet, clap your hands, you can uh, drum on your chest. And there are so many ways to uh, play that heartbeat or that rhythm and cause that vibration. To play a drum or even to get your bare feet on the ground and walk around, it's like waking someone up to talk to them. They're alive, they're asleep right now, but when you go and tap on someone who's asleep, they wake up and can now talk with you. And that's the same thing that we do when we go out and spend time in nature that way, be it with a drum or in a dance. And you see that there are a lot of stomping steps in a lot of indigenous traditional dance, and that is making that vibration with the earth.